What is going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Fan Theories, where I take theories submitted by you guys, the fans. And if you guys want your theory to be featured in a future episode, then make sure to head on over to my Facebook fan page and send it to me in a message there. Love reading all of those, and if you guys are good enough, I'll submit them in the next video. Also, there's a link to my social media down there, all kinds of cool stuff. Over on Twitter, it's the best way to stay up to date with all my videos and make sure you guys never miss one. Also, feel free to add me on Snapchat for behind the scenes, kind of taking a little, behind the scenes to let you guys know what it takes to make these videos and just kind of hanging out with me. But anyway, guys, let's jump right into this week's theories. Our first theory comes from the Reddit user Longbow Hunter, and it's a pretty interesting theory about Samurai Jack. And as you guys probably already know, I have been absolutely loving the latest season of the show, and with only 2 episodes left, I cannot freaking wait to see how they wrap this amazing series up. But anyway, the theory claims that there is a secret reason behind why Aku allows technology to develop under his control. We know that Aku allowed and encourages technology to develop because he wants to rid himself of the possibility of another Jack-type warrior showing up to defeat him. Jack's magic sword has shown to be the only weapon capable of doing any real damage to Aku because it was enchanted by 3 gods. His thinking is that the more technology develops, the less people will believe in things like magic or gods, meaning that Aku basically rids himself of his only weakness, and that is a very intriguing take on Aku's motives, and it fits rather well with his character and his typical behaviors, and it's just such a really cool way of thinking about this. I really enjoyed this theory. It was short, there's not a whole lot of evidence for it, but it's something that I feel like could be part of the canon, and it could be something that we might see in like some kind of like, they do like the comic books or something like that, or maybe in a Q&A with Gendy Tartovsky. He'll touch on this in the future. But anyway, guys, very cool theory. Thank you guys for sending that one into the show. Our next theory comes from the user Pube Slippers, a very weird name. But anyway, it's on one of my favorite Pixar movies, Up. And man, this movie has no shortage of heartbreaking moments. Seriously, you cry every time. It's ugh. Anyway, the theory claims the real reason that Carl is so mean to Russell at the beginning of the movie is due to a lingering sense of racism from a past generation. In the movie, Carl is bitter and mistrusting of Russell when they first meet. This may be because Carl, according to Wikipedia, was only 10 years old when Pearl Harbor occurred in 1941. Meaning that during his childhood, Japanese Americans were hated by many Americans because of their involvement in World War II. Further, the Korean War occurred in 1950 when Carl was just 19. And at the beginning of the war, it could have been something he fought in, and we don't really know that for sure. I don't think that, but still, this would also hurt his opinion of Asian Americans at the time and add to the bitterness towards Russell at the beginning of the movie. I think this theory adds an overall meaning to Up, and besides, instead of it just being a movie about adventures and never growing up, it's a movie about trust and getting to understand someone who is different from you, and it adds a whole new layer. And I never really thought about the characters in this way before, and I really enjoyed this theory. However, I have to disagree with it. I think that Carl wasn't bitter and mistrusting of Russell because he was Asian. I think it's because Russell was just plain annoying him. Russell wouldn't take no for an answer, and rather than just blow up at him, Carl sent him on this kind of playful bullshit scavenger hunt. Kind of a playful way of just getting rid of him. He was just really annoying him. Not to mention that he probably spent decades trying to convince himself he really didn't want kids since he couldn't have any, which somehow makes this movie even sadder. It makes you right in the feels when you remember that him and his wife couldn't have kids, so he doesn't like kids. Really sad. Anyway, guys, still a very fun theory, so thank you guys again for sending this one into the show. And finally, a super interesting theory on Pixar's Cars franchise from the user Galaxy Defender. He claims that the other theories about why there are no people in the Cars movies are wrong. A little refresher on that, those theories say that the movies are set in a post-apocalyptic world where humans are extinct and cars have taken over the world. But this new theory has a different hypothesis, and that is that cars are actually toys in which a world they live in is young Andy from Toy Story's imagination. If you think about it, when children are playing with cars or toy cars, they don't really have human characters, and they kind of make these things up. Sometimes They'll make names for the cars and they'll play with them and they'll talk to each other. Just think about playing with Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars when you were a kid, pushing them around and talking and having these adventures. And another piece of evidence is that typically toy cars or Matchbox cars are based on real life cars, therefore they have door handles. This would explain why the cars in the movie have door handles for use by humans, even though there are no humans in that universe. We also know that Andy had a wild imagination. We see him playing out scenes of cardboard boxes and playing with all of his toys and having this imagineful adventure with them. And almost every young boy has toy cars at some point in their life, so it's completely plausible that Andy played with his toy cars within this kind of, world of all the rest of his toys, and the Cars films are what he's seeing in his head or what he's imagining the world would be like. And that idea may sound a little bit crazy, but it's something that I thought was really cool. I love these kind of imagination things like this. It kind of ties both these really cool franchises together. I love Toy Story, I love Cars, I love anything Disney or Pixar really. But I thought it was a really cool theory about how they could possibly tie these two together, and it makes a little bit of sense if you guys kind of stretch there. Obviously not a whole lot of evidence to back it up, but like I said, not all of these theories have to be true. Not all of them have to have tons of evidence. Sometimes it's just fun to think about these movies in a different context, kind of throw something else into the mix and kind of make it something that you come up with yourself, or something you guys can just kind of appreciate a different way of thinking. I really enjoy doing that. Hopefully you guys do too. But anyway, guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you guys for submitting so many theories. If you guys want yours to be featured, like I said, make sure to head on over to the Facebook fan page and send them to me there. Also follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. Links to all that down in the description. And I really do appreciate you guys when you guys watch these videos, take your time out of your day. Also, do me a favor and smash that like button. It really helps out my channel. Let's try and get 500 likes on this video. If we get to 500 likes before Friday, I will drop out a brand new cartoon conspiracy theory on SpongeBob that I'm making right now. I'm writing on it. So if you guys hurry up and get that likes button smashed with all the 500, I'll drop that out a few days early for you guys. So make sure you're doing that. Also, like I said, don't forget to send me your more theories over on Facebook fan page. Check out my previous theories. Links to all that will be in the end slate, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching one more time. But until next time, guys, remember that's always KMACK time somewhere. Till then, take it easy and peace out.